How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up OBS for multi-streaming for Kick, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, anything that you can think of that allows you to use OBS or a other website that we're going to be talking about. So let's hop right into it. Alrighty, so as you can see right here, I do have a separate OBS open up right here. Don't worry about like my scenes, my sources, audio mixer, stuff like that. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to set up OBS. To start up to do OBS, what I like to do is I like to set this to YouTube. You're going to want to connect your account here. And then once you do that, now I have OBS all set up. You're going to have your start streaming and manage broadcast. Manage broadcast is going to be where you're going to be doing your YouTube stuff. So what you need to do is, if you don't have one already set up on YouTube here, what you can do is just create a brand new broadcast. Set the title, description, the privacy category. You can add your thumbnail here. You can do your latency. You can schedule it for later and stuff like that. You'd want to hit create broadcast to have it to where all you have to do is just press the start streaming button. But if you want to just start immediately, you could click this button as well. Now we're going to be going through the settings on OBS. Obviously we went through this. So output. This is what I personally do since I have an RTX 5070. I like to have it at H.264, 8,000 kilobit per second, because YouTube, Twitch, Kick, TikTok, and all them are completely fine with 8,000 kilobits per second. I have my keyframe interval to 2, good quality on the preset, high quality on the tuning, single pass on multi-pass mode, because whenever I'm playing like newer games, it doesn't use as much resources on my GPU compared to having it at like 2-pass. And then you want your profile on main or high. You don't want it on baseline. Audio, 48 hertz, have your mic here, your desktop audio, stuff like that. If you aren't using like a Go XLR, you want to set this one to, you know, system, and then your mic / auxiliary to whatever your microphone is. I have my Go XLR set up to where it's everything that isn't microphone goes right here, and only microphone goes in right here, or the other way around. Decay rate needs to be fast. Like, you can have it on slow, but it does use a lot of CPU. You want simple peak. Everything else is fine. Make sure it's 1920 by 1080, 60 FPS. And then your advanced, set this to above normal. That's always a good thing. And then always start OBS as administrator. The first thing that we want to download is Caster Labs. Caster Labs is a pretty neat thing that allows you to have alerts set up. We're not going to be using the alerts. You can use Streamlabs or Stream Elements for stuff like that. Or you could also use bot tricks, depending on what you were using. What you're going to want to do is download Caster Labs and install it. And once you do have Caster Labs set up, you're going to have to log into a platform on here. Log into one platform, and then once you're done with that, you're going to want to go over to accounts and sign in with every platform that you want to use. This one only does a lot of Twitch, Trovo, YouTube, DLive, Kick, TikTok, and Loco. And every single time you want to start a brand new TikTok stream, you are going to want to disconnect this, start the stream, and then reconnect. And what we use here for is go into widgets and alerts, click plus, go over to interaction and chat. These are how I have my settings. So margin PX1, user badges after username, platform icon, platform theme, make messages disappear. You don't have to do this. Again, I just have this for a certain amount of stuff. And then that's also just like not what I use. Like, that is a good way to have chat on screen if you don't want to have another program. That's also really good, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So here, you're going to want to, with Stream Chat, copy link, minimize Caster Labs, go over to Docs, click Custom Browser Docs. See, I already have it right here. Just name it Chat, name it Caster Labs, click Apply, click Close, and then yours is going to look like this, okay? I have mine right there. That's the first thing that we have set up so far. And then the other thing that you can have is your activity feed. Again, copy link, put it into the docs, save. And if you go down here, you have activity. Activity is going to be all of your alerts and everything there. Now we're going to move on to another program, which is Tikfinity. Tikfinity is going to have alerts, chat, and stuff like that for TikTok. You also need this as well for alerts, obviously, but you also need this for the chat overlay that we're going to use later on. So you want to download that, install that, and you're going to want to sign in with your TikTok. Once you do that, we want to go over to actions first. Then you want to set up your follow alerts, gift alert, like alert, and sub alert, depending on if you have, you know, gifts and subs on your TikTok. You want to set all of that up. I like to have sound off because it does get pretty loud. So I have the sound's turned off. I just have the animation on. I have like custom stuff on it. Then all you have to do is you'll have an overlay screen settings, and it will have this. So we're just going to keep that for later. The third program you're going to want to install is Streamer.bot. Streamer.bot's pretty cool. It's also like Caster Labs, but this one's has a lot more useful stuff in it. And this is also really good for other stuff as well. So if I open up my Caster Labs, or not Castle Hubs, my Streamer.bot, you have this. It has integrations with, Streamer.bot websites, Speaker.bot, crowd control, a bunch of other stuff in here. And then you have all of your stuff. You are going to want to go to a WebSocket server. You're going to want to turn it on. Just keep this the same. Doesn't really matter. And showing it on stream doesn't do anything because you can't really get anything from this because it's not like an actual IP address or anything like that. So, and then you want to go over to your platforms. You can log in with Twitch, YouTube, Trovo, and Kick. You can't do TikTok on here. If you could do TikTok on here, this would have been a one-stop shop. Like you have like your basic chat box right here. It has everything. Pretty nice. But the only thing that we need this for is to connect all of the stuff and have the servers and clients. That is it. I'm going to leave a link to the description below on every single one of these programs that we are using. And then I also am going to leave a tutorial down below from Nutty. Nutty made this multi-chat overlay that supports Twitch, Kick, and YouTube natively, TikTok with Tikfinity, has custom emotes like BTTV, FFZ, and 7TV, has this subscriber and donation alert, so they'll pop up on screen in the chat, and it also supports all this stuff as well. Customizable font and stuff like that, and that's why my chat kind of looks like this. What I do on here is, yes, I have all of these on. I have it on simply rounded, 45 font size, 1.7 line spacing, no chat bubbles, background on black, background opacity to 0, hide after 15 seconds, exclude commands, and then I have all the bots, Stream Elements, Streamlabs, bot tricks ignored on here. Scroll direction, I have it on reverse so it goes from top to bottom. I do not like to group consecutive messages. I have inline chat on, embedded images. It's just VIP mods and broadcasters. You can also put it to subs if you really want to. YouTube link previews, have that off. Always have that off. Chat messages, yes, you want on their cheers. No. Announcements, yes. New follows, have all of these off for Twitch, okay? Watch streaks, share chat messages, do not show in case you're doing a shared live stream with someone. YouTube chat messages, yes, keep on. Super chats, keep on. Yes, it's like bits, so I guess you can also have bits on as well. Like you can have bits on there. It's pretty nice. And anytime you make a change, you are going to want to click copy of the URL up here. So chat messages on, subscribers on, like pretty much just follow everything here. Enable TikTok support, yes, do that. Chat messages, yes. Gifts, new subscribers, yes. You can also connect all your stuff here, your Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Patreon, Coffee or Ko-Fi, Tippy, and Fourth Wall. You can have furry mode on, which just turns everything into like X3 kind of stuff. And then this is where you're going to want to put your address and port. That is in right here on the servers and clients WebSocket, pretty much this right here. You want to connect right here, and you have to have this program open all the times. Like you can press X up here and then it'll be down here, which is completely fine. So you'd want to copy this URL. You just want to click to copy. And then on here, if I open this up, I have my chat. Once I unlock preview, my chat right here. I have it kind of like this. You just want to put it in here, 1080 by 1920, frame it down to about like that. Make sure you have it refresh browser when scene becomes active. Always have that on, and just paste it in here, and you're good to go. And that's how you do that chat. Obviously, it's not a full tutorial on how to do that, but yeah. Now we have YouTube set up. That's about it. We have the chats and stuff set up. That's about it. So next thing you're going to want is Sora Yuki's OBS Multi-RTMP. All you want to do is just download this, drag it into your OBS folder. It will tell you how to do that. If not, it's pretty simple. You just download it. All you want to do is you can use the installer or you can get the zip file. Either one doesn't matter. Installer works pretty well if you have it installed on your C drive. Run through the installer, close your OBS, open it back up, and then you will see up here in your docs that you will have multi-output. And if you're getting too overwhelmed with how much stuff is on your screen, all you have to do is just like select over that and then you'll have nested tabs like this. So this is where I have my Kick and Twitch. So we have YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. To just set up a new target, all you have to do is just add new target, put in the URL and stream key. You don't have to mess with anything else. You can name it here because this encoder is just going to run based off of your one that you already have in your OBS. So again, that's how you set that up. And then for the last and final one, we're going to get into doing the vertical stuff, which is 4 different things. Then I also have like Restream right here. This is kind of what I use for my stuff. And then I have TikTok chat as my Tikfinity. This is normally how I have my stuff set up. May look like a lot, but at the same time, everyone is different with how they like the stuff. So what we're going to be doing is our vertical one. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is go over to atrium.tv/product/vertical. I'll leave a link into the description with that as well. You're going to want to download this vertical plugin for free. And then you install it, set up all your scenes and stuff like that. What you can do is if you really want to, like obviously you're going to want to have this at 1080 by 1920, 160 audio bitrate, vertical virtual camera. You don't have to do any backtrack stuff if you don't really want to. Then you have your stream stuff right here. You can do multiple different platforms if you want to stream at multiple different platforms with vertical as well. You can record. Then you have all of your stuff right here. Again, just set to 6,000 kilobit per second. And then you can also have it use domain OBS settings, which will go based off of what your YouTube one is using. Now that we have that set up, if you do not have a TikTok key, this is very important. If you do not have a TikTok key, but you can still stream to TikTok, this is all you have to do. You want to go to a website called Restream.io. You don't need to pay anything. Make an account, add your TikTok account. This is where you do your title and your category. You want to make sure it's set to portrait, save it, and you are all good to go. Obviously, you won't get the push that you get from streaming with like an actual stream key or using TikTok's live studio, but this is just always good to have. Another thing about Restream is you have access to all of these platforms, all of them. If you have an account there, you can stream to there. But with the free tier, you can only stream to 2 at a time. If you want to do more than 2 at a time, you're going to be paying $19 a month for 3 or 5. And then again, all you have to do is just get your RTMP URL and your stream key, and that is realistically about it. All you'd have to do, go over here, set it there, name the output. There you go. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, leave a comment if you guys want some more tutorials, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.